Hi you guys! Welcome to my new colon health series. Like most dieters, I experienced my most dramatic weight loss during the early days of my diet. While most people understand that this was not all fat loss, there are some viewers who, to this day, send emails asking how the scale went down so dramatically in the beginning. This prompted me to begin a series on colon health. We'll discuss why colon health is so important, how it affects your weight loss, lifestyle changes you can make to improve your colon health, and techniques you can use, such as visualization, subliminal messages, and cleansing products. This is the most neglected area of the body, so I hope you guys will tune in for this series. Let's begin with a brief overview. The colon is the large intestine. It is the last part of the digestive system which eliminates waste from the body. You see, it's not only the foods you eat that must be eliminated, but millions of cells and tissues die in your body every day and must also be excreted. The problem is, most of us don't have a clear colon, and therefore, we carry this waste around with us on a continuous basis. Now, aside from the fact that it's freaking disgusting to have all this waste inside, it's also detrimental to your overall health. Do you suffer from asthma, fatigue, hearing loss, sinus congestion, poor eyesight, poor concentration, or even pimples? Well, according to Dr. Walker, these can all be the result of not having a clear colon. As he states in his book, Colon Health, The Key to a Vibrant Life, the health of the entire body depends on the health of the colon. He describes it as the sewage system of the body, which must be cleansed regularly, or numerous ailments, sicknesses, and diseases will follow. Not to cleanse the colon is like having the entire garbage collecting staff in your city go on strike for days on end. What's scary is pretty much all of us do this. The average person is carrying between 5 to 20 pounds of waste, and it's not uncommon for people to hold 30 or 40 pounds of feces in their body. Elvis Presley's autopsy revealed that he died with over 60 pounds of feces inside. Obviously, this will not only affect the number on the scale, but your weight loss efforts also. So when you send emails saying you're trying but you just can't lose weight, you are literally full of shit. But how did the colon get so clogged in the first place? Well, there are diseases that can affect its functioning. Medical conditions such as diabetes, pregnancy, and even certain medications can have an adverse effect also. But for most of us, there are three main culprits that got us into this crap: a lack of water, a poor diet, and a lack of physical exercise. So let's examine each of these individually. Consuming plenty of water every day is crucial. You see, the colon extracts water from solid waste as it passes through. Therefore, if you haven't consumed enough fluids, your stool will become extremely dehydrated and difficult to pass. However, all fluids are not the same. Beverages that contain caffeine, such as coffee and soda, as well as alcoholic beverages, cause even more dehydration. So for the health of the colon, it is very important to get in plenty of water every day, especially if you're consuming caffeinated or alcoholic drinks. The next culprit is, of course, one we're all too familiar with: an unhealthy diet. We all know sugar and refined carbohydrates saturated in oil wreak havoc inside of the body, but they're also harmful because they're difficult to get out of the body. As Dr. Walker explains, these foods leave a coating on the inner walls of the colon, like plaster on a wall. Over time, this coating may gradually increase its thickness until there is only a small hole through the center. Many people don't realize they're carrying pounds of waste around because they eliminate through that small hole daily. But that plaster on the walls needs to be cleansed, which is why regular cleanses must become a lifelong habit, regardless of your weight. That's also why it's important we increase our fiber intake. Fiber is the part of fruits, vegetables, and grains that the body cannot digest. It loosens that plaster on the walls and helps prevent hard and dry stools. We'll discuss fiber in depth later in this series, but the average American consumes only 5 to 14 grams daily. But the American Diabetic Association recommends 20 to 35 grams. For this reason, I'll take a different fiber supplement each month and give you guys my review. And finally, we need consistent exercise. Although doctors don't know exactly why, a lack of physical activity can lead to constipation. For example, constipation often occurs after an accident or during an illness where you have to stay in bed. And a lack of physical exercise is also thought to be one of the reasons constipation is so common among older people. So once again, to improve our health, even our colon health, we need a regular dose of Off-Ass RX. So, to answer the question about my early weight loss, no, it was not all fat. If you take an obese person and factor in all of those lifestyle changes, an increase in water intake, a healthy change in diet, and a daily dose of exercise, that's how I, as well as every contestant ever on The Biggest Loser, experienced early dramatic weight loss. Now, improving our colon health is important, but if we're truly honest, we really want to improve our appearance. We don't want to do this Elvis impression. We want to do this Elvis impression. All kidding aside, if you have colon issues, don't despair. There are strategies that can help. Of course, affirming and visualizing a healthy body are key for your mindset. Remember, creating begins in the mind. Also, my favorite company on earth, Real Subliminal, has spectacular subliminal albums, including Relieve Chronic Constipation, Relieve Irritable Bowel Syndrome, and Attract Health. So we'll discuss those also. And finally, there are numerous cleanses on the market, and I'll be reviewing one each month. For this month, I decided to start off with a top-of-the-line product called Eleotin Cleanse and Detox by Eastwood. You may have heard of them. They're a Canadian company whose products were mentioned in Kevin Trudeau's Natural Cures series as a cure to reverse type 2 diabetes. He also recommended them in his HCG diet protocol. They're a great company for us because they specialize in making natural products for metabolism disorders such as diabetes, obesity, and hypertension. This is a celery-based herbal cleanse. Why celery? Well, celery has been used for ages as a natural medicine throughout the world. From ancient Greece to traditional Chinese medicine, celery fiber has been well documented to expand in the intestines and flush out hardened feces from the walls. So I ordered a 30-day supply. It arrived a few days later, even though I didn't get rush delivery. They also included some literature, free samples, and $50 in gift certificates for future orders. Anyway, all you do is stir a pouch into a glass of warm water. It doesn't really taste like anything, just kind of bland. They state that the fiber goes to work immediately, and within 2 to 3 days, you'll experience an explosion and be shocked by how much waste, mucus, and different colored debris you were carrying around in your body. Well, I'm here to tell you, it didn't take 2 to 3 days. I drank a cup in the morning and experienced germaphobe hell when I had to pull into a public bathroom later that evening. So far, this product is absolutely phenomenal, and I'll be providing my full review next month. For additional information, visit the colon health page of my website. In any case, this will be a very important series, and I hope you guys will watch. Taking care of our bodies inside as well as outside is how we'll step up from 10s and become 11s in 2011.